You all know how much we talk about the powders that is great for the under eye, absorbs oil, and does not give us flashback. This is it. This is the plug right here. This powder is the real deal. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you just seen me, hi, my name is Sindy Akpolo. Good to have you here. You're most definitely welcome. Today's video just like clicks on the title and the thumbnail. Today we're going to be talking about setting powder for oily skin and for beginners. And guys, I've created one of these before and I see that y'all enjoyed or loved this video, and y'all also requested I create another one. So this is like an updated video of setting powders for oily skin, and if that sounds like a video you're most interested in watching, then let's begin. So first powder on my list, and I'm going to be listing this in no particular order. So the first powder I have on my list is the black Opal soft velvet finishing powder. They have the one in they have the one, the name is the deluxe finishing powder. That's the old packaging. This is the new packaging, and this is the finishing powder, and this is really good. It is finely milled on the skin, and I love it because it fits all skin types and it's affordable and it's very good on the skin, especially because it's a finishing powder and it's good for textured skin, oily skin, and large pores, because it tends to soak up oil on your face, thereby making your face not to produce so much oil during the day and after application. And I must recommend that Black Opal did a good one in this, and I love the formula regardless of changing the packaging. The old formula and the new formula, they are the same in my opinion. I don't see any difference between both. I just feel like the only difference in both powder is the packaging. Other than that, they are both the same, and I have both in my collection, but this is the new packaging, because when you're ordering or when you're getting the powder, this is what you're going to see on their site or on their website. Which is pretty good, especially for a drugstore product. So this one is one of my favorite, is my absolute favorite. You can use it for your everyday makeup or for your everyday wear, and it's really good and it's finely milled on the skin. It doesn't clog up your pores, and it's very good for as a setting powder. Another one from Black Opal, still in the Black Opal collection, this is the blotting powder. And guys, you all know how much I talk about blotting powder, and especially if you're oily skin, you need to have a blotting powder in your collection. And this one from Black Opal, this is the old packaging. I have the new packaging, or the new one, which I'm going to be showing you as well. So this is the new packaging. This is the new packaging of the blotting powder from Black Opal. In here is written invisible oil blocking powder. This is the packaging. This is how it looks. And the good thing with blotting powder is invisible. It doesn't have color. There's no color to it, so it doesn't change the wear or appearance of your makeup. If you're scared that when you apply a blotting powder it's going to change the appearance of your makeup, no, it's not going to do that. It's only going to prevent your face from producing so much oil during the day and soak up or absorb the oil. If you don't have a blocking powder or blotting powder, you can use a blotting paper to absorb the oil on your face. And the next one we have on my list, or the next setting powder I have on my list, is from Maybelline, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose finishing powder. Guys, if you don't have this powder in your collection, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, Maybelline is just too good of a drugstore. I mean, this powder, ever since I discovered this powder and I learned about this powder, I've not stopped using this powder. Like, even when it finishes, I always go back to use this powder, and it is so good. It's a good loose finishing powder, and it's a finishing powder, especially if you're oily skin. It is very good on the skin. My only con with the powder is you can't actually bake with it, but you can set on your under eye, and it leaves your under eye flawless, almost like airbrush effect, or almost like airbrushy, but it's so smooth, finely milled, and it's so good on the skin. Like, for your under eye, it's a great powder for your under eye, but you can't bake with it. And also my con with it, another con with this powder, is the fact that Maybelline does not have wide range for this powder. If you're of my skin tone, if you're dark shade, you can't really use the darkest or the deepest shade, except Maybelline have changed the color on the undertone of that, but you can't use that. You can actually stick with the banana shade or the banana powder. Other than that, it's so good, and it does not give flashback. All right, moving on to the next product. The next one I have on my list is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder. Guys, Rihanna ain't playing at all. Rihanna ain't playing with us at all. Like, Rihanna is here for the oily skin girls, and she's here to tackle our problem. And this powder from Fenty Beauty, guys, like, guys, if you don't have this in your collection, I don't know what you're doing. Like, I'm beefing you. This powder is the absolute favorite. I mean, the powder is so good, gentle on the skin, lasts all day, it absorbs all. Like, what have you? This powder is one good powder that, especially if you're oily skin, this is the powder you should have in your collection. It's dark skin friendly. And man, y'all know Rihanna, like, wow, this powder is my absolute favorite. Like, I rave and talk about this powder because I love this powder so much. It's good. It doesn't leave any form of flashback, and the shade range of this powder is amazing. It's top notch. Yeah, I know this powder is a bit pricey, but then you get a good one for your money. I mean, you get a good one for the price, for the money. I mean, you're getting 28 gram of this, and this powder, like, you can imagine, like, look at the size. The freaking size is huge, it's big, it's amazing, it's good on the skin. So guys, if you're looking for a certain powder for oily skin, you can get this one to tackle your oily skin problems. All right guys, so moving on to the next setting powder I have on my list. This is the Inglot set loose powder, or loose setting powder, guys. When I saw this, I'm like, okay, I've heard about Inglot. Let me try their powder. And guys, when I got this powder, I haven't stopped using it. Like, this is the powder, this is on my go-to powder. Like, I use it for my everyday wear. And guys, this is the amount. Like, guys, this is what we still have here. Like, I've been constantly using this powder, and we still have a good amount. Listen, Inglot did a good one, especially with this powder for oily skin. This is really good. It's so good on the skin. It's finely milled, it's gentle, it doesn't give flashback. And guys, y'all know how much we rave and we talk about powders that don't give flashback for our under eye. Like, you know, when you take pictures and they give you like a white cast underneath your eye. Now we don't want that, and this powder is here to stay. Inglot came up with a good one, and Inglot have this good one. I think they have different shades in translucent, and this one, I got this one in 21. I'm not sure if this is still in stock or if it's still available on their site, but this loose powder from Inglot is so good on the skin, and is great for all skin types. All right guys, so the next one we'll have here on my list is this one is Laura Mercier, guys. Like, I know a lot of people have been talking about Laura Mercier, and I know, like, the internet have been raving and talking about Laura Mercier, and I'm like, okay, Laura Mercier is an expensive product, and if you live in Nigeria like I am, Laura Mercier is quite expensive over here, and I don't have that much money to spend to get Laura Mercier, especially with the hike and price of dollar and inflation in the country. So I didn't want to spend that much money to get Laura Mercier if I don't like it, or if I didn't like it. So I got the sample of it. This is the sample size of it. This is not the sample size. This is the powder in here, but I got it in a smaller quantity. And guys, I got it in a smaller quantity, and this is in translucent. And guys, got it in translucent, guys. Listen, Laura Mercier did a good one, especially for oily skin. Like, guys, this powder, ever since I started using this powder, I've not stopped, and I didn't want to even finish up with this powder because, guys, it's expensive, and you know, makeup is quite expensive. And say, listen, Laura Mercier, y'all did a good one, especially with the powder. I've not tried out or tested the new formula or the new release, but I'm hoping and I'm sure that those ones too are good and amazing product. Because listen, guys, I'm gonna plug you up on this one with Laura Mercier. If you're outside of Nigeria or in the States, guys, check out Laura Mercier, because this one is good for oily skin, doesn't give flashback, and is tested and tried by me. Like, guys, y'all know how much we talk about powders that is great for the under eye, absorbs oil, and does not give us flashback. This is it. This is the plug right here. This powder is the real deal. And if you haven't, you can try or get the sample size product or sample size of it and see if you like it. I think they have the mini travel size too, so you can also try to get that one depending on preference. And above all, I love it. It's finely milled, gentle on the skin, absorbs oil, does not clog up your pores, at all. Laura Mercier, y'all did a good one. I must recommend and appreciate y'all. Alright guys, so the next one we'll have here is one of my absolute favorite powder that I've been loving. And guys, I decided to try out this one, and it's so good. Like guys, this is the Focalo setting powder in Coralline. This is Coralline, and guys, this is a translucent powder. But guys, hear me out on this. I tried this powder. I saw this powder. I've had this powder in my collection, and I've been afraid of using translucent powder because I don't want any form of flashback on for my under eye. And guys, when I tried using this powder for setting my under eye, for baking rather, because I use this powder for baking, I'm like, okay, I decided to try it out. And guys, this powder left my under eye flawless. Like, it's absorbed all of the oil, didn't leave any flashback, and I fell in love with the powder. Then I said, how in the world have I not been using you? Why was I scared of using you? And guys, when I tried this one, when I tried it, like, this is the right plug. And Focalo did an amazing one, especially with this. Like, imagine baking with this one, and the good thing is it's not drying on your face, because there are some powders that you use to bake your under eye and it leaves your under eye so drying. This is not the powder. Like, this one does not leave your under eye drying at all. It leaves your under eye almost like the exact same way you set your under eye. It does not change the color. It does not move your under eye product, or does not move the powder on your under eye. Wherever you set it or bake it is going to stay. I mean, the powder is here to stay. And this is one of my absolute favorite powder that I've been loving, and I've had this powder in my collection for a long time. And guys, this powder is the real deal. I don't know if Focalo still have it in their collection or if it's still in stock, for those that might want to check it. But yeah guys, this powder, Focalo, y'all did a good one. Okay, all right guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video and today's powder recommendation. Also, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below as well. Let me know which of the powder is your favorite and which you tried, and what you love about the powders. Also, if you have other powders that you have tried that I did not mention, also let me know in the comment section down below. So far, these are the powders I have in my collection, and why not? What else to do rather than sharing or recommending the products I have in my collection, especially sharing how they make me feel and how they act for my under eye area, especially for oily skin and dark skin. And guys, these powders are good for oily skin and also dark skin friendly, because listen, while we're also trying to get good powder for our under eye area, we're also going to try to get powders that also do not give us flashback on our makeup. And these powders are the real deal. Like, they don't give any form of flashback whatsoever. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, do let me know in the comment section down below as well. Also, leave your video suggestions in the comment section down below as well. Other makeup recommendations you'd like me to film, especially regarding oily skin. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, turn on your post notification bell so you don't miss out on my future uploads, and check out my other videos to stay connected. Bye guys.